Race 1. Start heading out here, BL2S.
Mike Fleming, Joe Krona, Chris Heisterberg. Hunter Willingham.
I mean, I'm not saying right now, but you've even done in the last month, like 2 practice days. All right, we'll get a couple drivers out of race 10 out here to Marshall. Need a couple drivers out of race 10 open sprint. Get a few of you guys out here to Marshall, please.
One minute to the start of the race.
Are you sure? Is that the D. Austin Smith? It is.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
No, I'm actually not. I only run what I brung. I play that class.
All right, got my drivers out there. Got my marshals. It's gonna be Joe on the 1, Hunter on the 2, Mike 3,
30
Chris on the 4.
seconds to the start of the race.
All right, roll them off, guys.
Austin, you're lucky I'm not running oval. I beat you. My street stock's pretty dialed. You run the wide line.
Off and underway here, race 1, BL2S. Got Mike up to the lead early on. 3-way battle down the back straightaway, side by side. Now we got Chris to the point, Hunter to the 2, Mike 3, Joe 4. The whole order right now inverted from how they started.
The track looks grippy as hell. You said earlier it looked like why is it grippy? Dry is good sometimes. Yeah. It's gonna do that no matter what.
So got Chris out front now, Mike to the lead. Half second back is Chris in that number 2 spot. Joe in the 3, Hunter in the 4. Mike now 2.5 up on Joe. Joe 2.5 up on Hunter. Hunter 2.5 up on Chris. It's about halfway into this one now. Mike still out front. Joe in the 2, Hunter in the 3, Chris in the 4. Kind of evenly spaced out right now. Got about 2.5 seconds in between everybody. Three laps left to go. Still got Mike leading it out. Joe 2, Hunter 3, Chris 4.
Mike Fleming done.
Mike
Joe
done with the
Corona
win.
done.
Everyone else done as he cross.
Hunter Willingham done. All drivers are finished.
That's a race. Mike going to
Chris
take it.
Heisterberg done.
Joe 2, Hunter 3, Chris 4. All right, we'll get them back out here to Marshall Race 2, Street Stock. Got Jeremy, Dustin, Max, Daryl, Corey, John, and Matthew in this one.
Corey Handler, John Tubbs, Daryl Smeltzer, Jeremy Cowhick, Max Cowhick. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Dustin Thompson. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, go ahead and get them in turn 1. We will line you guys up.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, it's going to be Jeremy on the 1, Dustin 2, Max 3, Daryl 4, Corey 5, and John 6. All right, roll them off. Here we go, off and rolling, race 2, Street Stock. Now Max taking over the lead. Jeremy to the 2 spot. Dustin 3, Corey 4, John 5, Daryl 6. Max started from that 3 spot, getting up to the lead early on here. Jeremy going to be about half second back in the 2 spot. Dustin in the 3. Now Dustin getting around Jeremy for that number 2 spot. Corey in the 4, John 5, Daryl 6. Max still leading it out though. Coming down the front stretch, he's got Dustin right there behind him. Oh, gets a little trouble out of 2 there. Dustin now taking over the lead. They go across the line, 10 laps left to go. So running through that order again, it's Dustin, Jeremy, Max, Corey, John, and Daryl. 6-3 hot lap of the race from Dustin. Jeremy, Max, and Corey. Actually, everyone else has a 6-5 for their hot lap. Other than Dustin, 6-3. Three to go. Dustin on his last lap here. In a 3 and out of 4. Checkered flag.
Dustin Thompson done.
All right, guys, cross the line. You will
Max
be done.
Cowhick done. Corey Handler done. Jeremy Cowhick done. John Tubbs done. All drivers are finished. Daryl Smeltzer done.
Dustin taking that. Max 2, Corey 3, Jeremy 4, John 5, Daryl 6, Matthew 7. All right, we'll get them back out here to Marshall Race 3 Open Late Model. Yeah, it should be.
One minute to the start of the race. Lenny Blocker. Scott Miller. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Jeremy Kathlina.
Jeez.
30 seconds to the start of the race. Phil Beardshear. Brian Burnt. Jared Nidifer. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Got my drivers checked in. I got my marshals out there. And get you guys lined up next time by. All right. It'll be Jared on the 1, Brian on the 2, Scott 3, Phil 4, Jeremy 5, and Lenny 6. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Roll them off. Off and rolling here. Race 3 Open Late Model. All right, got Jared up front so far here. Brian in the 2. Lenny up to the 3. Scott 4. Jeremy 5. Phil 5. Jeremy 6. 5 laps down. 20 left to go. Jared with 5.5. His best lap of the race last time by. Keeping it out front with a 3-second lead up on Lenny. Lenny 1 second up on Scott. 1.5 to Brian. 1/10 back to Jeremy. 2 seconds back to Phil. Got Jared still out front in the yellow and blue. Lenny going to be 2 seconds back in that number 2 spot. 4 seconds back to Brian in the 3. 2.5 to Jeremy. 1 second back to Scott. 20 seconds back to Phil. Jared and Lenny now 1.2 seconds apart last time by. Five to go now. It's Jared, Lenny, Brian, Scott, Jeremy, and Phil. 3 laps left to go. Trouble coming out of 2. And that is clear. Jared and Lenny right there together, 0.8 of a second apart last time by. They got Brian in between them last lap here. Looks like Jared hanging on, checkered flag.
Jared Nidifer done. Brian Byrne done. Lenny
Cross the
Blocker
line,
done.
you will be done.
Scott
All
Miller
right,
done.
there we go. That's a race.
All drivers are finished.
Jared takes
Jeremy
that one. Lenny
Kathlina
2,
done.
Brian 3,
Phil
Scott
Beardshear
4,
done.
Jeremy 5, Phil 6. All right, we'll get those guys back out there to marshal race 4, SC Mod Light. Kyler, Tom, Robert, and Jim in this one.
One minute to the start of the race. Kyler Blocker. Robert Summers. Jim Gilbreth. Tom Walker. 45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
Watch 3 and 4. Watch 3 and 4.
"15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, don't forget, after this race, we'll be going straight into 13.5 sprint. So we're skipping over midget again. They'll be running in the main, though. All right, it's going to be Kyler, Tom, Robert, and Jim. All right, here we go. Roll them off. Here we go, off and underway, race 4, SC Mod Light. Kyler going to lead him around. Tom in the 2, Robert 3, Jim 4. Kyler got fast out of the race so far with a 5.7. Tom is 6.1. Robert is 6.4. Jim is 6.4. Kyler still leading this one out. 7.5 seconds up on Tom. 1.5 back to Robert in the 3. 8.5 to Jim in the 4. Five laps left to go.
I know.
All right, Kyler going to be on his last lap here. Down the back he goes. In 3 out of 4, checkered flag.
Kyler Blocker done.
All right, you guys be done
Jim
as you
Gilbreth
cross.
done. Robert Summers done. All drivers are finished.
That's a race.
Tom
Kyler takes
Walker
that.
done.
Tom 2, Robert 3, Jim 4. All right, we're getting right into 13.5 sprint here. So first heat, you guys are up. Got C4, Shane, Robert, Miles, Scott, and Austin.
Shane Schmidt.
And we're going to get drivers out of race 4. Guys who just raced, SC Mod Light. We'll get you guys out here to Marshall.
C4. Miles Page. Austin Smith. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, we'll get another Marshall out here. Get one more from Mod Light.
30 seconds to the start
Probably
of the
either Robert.
race.
No, Robert's back to back. Kyler. I get Kyler out here. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see ya. I didn't see you at first. My bad.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Looks like we're waiting on Robert
Scott Miller.
Summers. He was in the last race, so might need a sec to get out here.
Bro, I glazed you on 8 scale. Or Jared. When have you ever said that? You never glazed. You would say, oh, you suck. Bro, if you run tech now, you'd be twice as fast. I'm going to tell you that 100%.
All right. Is that Robert's car? Well, let's get it out there then. What's that? All right. Get everyone else lined up. It's going to be C4 on the 1, Shane on the 2, and then save a spot for Robert, and then Miles on the 4, Scott on the 5, and Austin 6.
I still remember that Wednesday night he got so thick. Yeah, that like just happened. On Wednesday. Was it Wednesday or Saturday? I think it was that Saturday that got canceled. Oh. So.
All right. your third.
Robert Summers.
Your third. Roll 'em off. Here we go, off and underway. Race 6, 13.5 sprint, heat 1. Got C4 leading him around. A little bit of trouble for a second there. Gonna be Robert up to the number 2 spot now. Austin up to the 3. Robert and Austin battle for the 2 spot right there together. And Austin down the inside taking over that number 2 spot now. Got C4 up front. Austin 1.6 back in that number 2 spot. Watch on the front straight. That's clear. So it's C4, Austin, Robert, Shane, Scott, and Miles. Leader going to be that blue, white, and yellow. Austin in the orange and blue. 1 second back now. Then Austin going to have 2.5 on Robert. 2/10 back to Shane. 12 back to Scott. 4 back to Miles. It's like Austin getting around C4 there for the lead. Got the inside on him in 3 and 4. Austin got down to a 5.2 hot lap of the race on lap 13. 5 laps to go. It's Austin, C4, Robert, Shane, Scott, and Miles. High into 1. Clear.
Austin Smith done.
All right, Austin is done.
Scott
Everybody
Miller
else
done.
done as you cross.
Miles Page done. Robert Summers done. C4 done.
That is a race. All right, Austin takes that C4 in the 2. Robert 3, Shane 4, Scott 5, Miles 6. All right, we will get those drivers back out there to Marshall race 7, second heat of 13.5 sprint.
Jeremy Kathlina. Victor Berger. Corey Handler. Matthew Schroeder. Keith Myers. Bob Portwood. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Brian Bowers. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, got my drivers checked in. Get another one here on turn 1 and 2.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Get another marshal out there and we'll be ready to go. What's that? Oh yeah. Okay, go ahead and line them up, guys. Go and get them turn 1. Be Brian Bowers on the 1, Bob Portwood on the 2. Keith on the 3, Corey 4, Matthew 5, Jeremy 6, Victor 7. Oh, but get Brian's car on the track here, and then we will get going. Brian, Bob, Keith, Corey, Matthew, Jeremy, and Victor. All right, roll them off. Off and underway, race 7, second heat of 13.5 sprint. Got Brian leading him around, high 3 and 4. Brian out front in this one, still 2 seconds up on Keith. Corey in the 3, Jeremy 4, Bob 5, Matthew 6. Got Brian out front, looking hooked up out there. Keith in that number 2 spot, 4 seconds out. Then half second to Jeremy, 3/10 back to Corey, 1.5 back to Matthew, half second back to Bob. Got Jeremy, Keith, and Corey, 3-way battle for that 2 spot. 6/10 in between each one of them there. Jeremy with the white and orange, Keith with the red, Corey with the blue. But it's Brian up front, the black with the flames. Five laps left to go. It's Brian, Jeremy, Keith, Corey, Matthew, and Bob. White flag got Brian on his last lap here.
Brian Bowers done. Bob Portwood
Brian
done.
is done with the win. Everyone else
Jeremy
done as you
Katlina
cross.
Matthew Schroeder done.
That's a race.
Corey Handler done.
Brian takes it. Jeremy
All
2,
drivers
Keith
are
3,
finished.
Corey 4, Matthew
Keith
5,
Myers done.
Bob 6. All right. Get those guys back out there to Marshall. Race 8, Lucy Wingless, Heat 1. Dallas, Chris, Jeremy, Max, and Hunter.
Dallas Boyd. Hunter Willingham. Chris Heisterberg. Max Cowhick. Jeremy Cowhick. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, race 8, start checking them in. Get our drivers from the last one back out there to Marshall.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
Shouldn't be anything much really. It looks pretty clear.
30 seconds to the start of the race. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, got my drivers checked in, got my marshals. It's going to be Dallas, Chris, Jeremy, Max, and Hunter. Roll them off. Here we go, off and rolling. Race 8, low C wingless, heat 1, high out of 2. That's clear. Oh, trouble for your leader. Looks like popping a ball cup. Got Jeremy up to the lead. And looks like Max possibly getting around. Yes, he does. So Max up to the lead now. Started on the 4 spot. Jeremy in the 2. Chris 3. Hunter 4. That's what mine did. Jeremy and Max now going to be 1 second apart for the lead, and then 13 back to Hunter in the 3 spot. Hey, Dallas, if you get back out there, you can make up 3 spots. For real, though. Or maybe just 1. I'd probably try to pop it on. Oh, it broke off? Oh, okay. Ten laps left to go. Jeremy and Max, 2/10 apart last time by. As your battle for the lead. Looks like Max getting back around now. Max going to be in the white with the black wheels. Jeremy kind of with that blue and orange. Those two right there together coming down the front stretch, cross the line. Hunter going to be another 22 back in the 3 spot. 5 laps left to go. Three laps left to go. Now it's a Jeremy and Max 1 and 2 flipping back around. White flag, last lap here. Oh, Jeremy a little bit of trouble. Max right there. Coming out of 4, Jeremy holds on.
Jeremy Cowhick done. Max Cowhick done.
That's a race.
Hunter Willingham done.
All right, Jeremy takes that. Max 2, Hunter 3, Chris 4, Dallas 5. All right, we will get them back out here to Marshall race 9. Second heat of low C wingless. Got Mike, Matthew, Dustin, and Joe in this one.
Matthew Schroeder. Mike Fleming. Joe Crona. Dustin Thompson. One minute to the start of the race. – 45 seconds to the start of the race. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Go to get him in turn 1.
15 seconds to the
Looks like
start of the
Matthew
race.
making a change there. We'll give him a sec. All right. It's going to be Mike, Matthew, Dustin, and Joe. All right. Roll them off. Here we go. Off and rolling. Race 9. Second heat of Losi Wingless. A little bit of trouble up front. Watch it coming out 4. Low out of 4. That's clear. All right. Got Matthew taking over the lead. Joe to the 2 spot. Mike 3. Dustin 4. Got Matthew Schroeder up front so far. 4 seconds up on Dustin. Dustin 2.5 up on Joe. Joe 17 up on Mike. High out of 4. High out of 4. Clear. 10 laps left to go. Matthew still up front. Checked out in this one. He's got about a 6-second lead over Dustin. Dustin with a 5.5-second lead over Joe. Joe 24 up on Mike.
Matthew Schroeder done.
Matthew done with the
Dustin
win. Everyone
Thompson
else done as you cross here.
Joe Krona done. All drivers are finished.
That's a race.
Mike Fleming
It's
done.
Matthew, Dustin, Joe, and Mike. That's how they finish in that one. All right, we'll get those guys back out here to Marshall Race 10, open sprint.
Phil Beard Shear. One minute to the start of the race. Austin Smith. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Brian Burnt. $30 to
Getting
the
our
start
drivers
of the
checked
race.
in here.
Jared Nidifer.
What is that red plate? Who's that? Where's Deacon? Who's number 99? Who's number 13?
Jeremy Kathlina. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Brian Bowers.
All right, got all my drivers checked in. If you guys are making adjustments, try to do them pretty early on here. And I got my marshals already out there. Thank you, guys.
Shut up. That's the Polish, get it right. Shut up. Dude, Austin's car was pulling so much to the right. That's like his right arm with his bicep. So cool. Yeah, it's his front of the steering wheel. So cool. Austin's life. Austin makes much hell of money. Ooh.
What does he make hella money with?
Work where he works. Look, he's smiling.
All right. It's going to be Brian Burnt, Brian Bowers, Jeremy, Austin, Phil, and Jared. No, fourth. Jeremy's third, Austin's fourth, and then Phil and Jared. All right. Looks good, guys. Roll them off.
Yeah, imagine if you actually had to be here.
Shit. Sorry, guys. Roll them back around. I clicked the button. I don't know what to tell you. It did not do anything. All right. Bring it back around. Roll them off. Off and rolling. Race 10, open sprint.
I literally checked it too to make sure it was right.
We got some good battles early on here. Jeremy Kathlina around for the 2 spot. Brian Bowers up front. And it's Kathlina. Austin Smith up to the 3. Brian Burnt to the 4. Jared 5, Phil 6. Watch one. That's clear. Brian Bowers up front. In the black with the flames. Got Austin in the 2 spot. Now Phil up to the 3. Jeremy 4. Brian Burnt 5. Jared Nidifer 6. Looks like Jared out of this one early. Brian up to the 4 spot. Jeremy with a little bit of trouble there. Brian and Austin 1.7 apart last time by. .6 now the gap. Austin going to have Brian on hot lap just a little bit there. But they've both got 5 zeros. And then Phil with a 5-1. Brian a 5-1. Jeremy a 5-0. Leader across the line there. Oh, trouble for Brian now. Austin around for the lead. 5 laps left to go. We got our battle for the lead coming through turns 3 and 4 down the front stretch. We'll be coming up on Brian Burnt. 3 to go. Last lap here. Checkered flag.
Austin Smith done.
Cross the line, you
Brian
guys will be
Bowers
done.
Brian Burnt done. All drivers are finished.
That is a race.
Phil Beard cheer done.
Austin takes that. Brian in the 2, Phil 3, Brian Burnt 4, Jeremy 5, Jared 6. All right. That is qualifier 1 over with there. We'll do some track prep, set up qual 2. It's just going to be inverted start.